Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're doing a review on the Broadway Limited Southern Pacific 4882, an AC-5 locomotive. This is also known as a cab forward locomotive. Now, this is Southern Pacific, of course, Paragon 3, DCC, and DC. Paragon 3 is the new Rolling Thunder system where you get that bass that's accessorized with the sound from a subwoofer. This is a quick review, so we're going to go ahead and lift this off and take a look. You get a 2-year limited warranty if you sign up online, 1-year standard otherwise. You have an exploded parts diagram of the cab forward, and you have the operator's manual, which is over 30 pages, 31 pages to be exact. Nice gloss finish, goes over functions, control variables, and a whole bunch of other items. Then you have the locomotive itself, cab forward. Got the tender here. Gonna unwrap. Southern Pacific is big and on the side. We'll set that off to the side to take a look at that. And you've got the actual locomotive, which I'm gonna unwrap. This is a beast, very, very heavy locomotive. Number 4113. Got a little foam piece on the end we'll take out. This is a monstrosity of a locomotive. So we'll set this down and take a look at the detail next. Also in the box, by the way, you have traction tires and a hex key or a tool to put on the drive wheels, silica gel pad, and a funnel. No smoke fluids included in Broadway Limited anymore because of some customs issues, is what they say. So we'll take a look at the details on the locomotive next. Alright, let's spin this around at the front. Looks like the back, but on cab forwards, this is the front. And the reason for that is they designed the cab forward so that the exhaust would never be barreling back towards the cab. So the cab is in the front. Most notable cab forward is actually in the California Railroad Museum, which I got to see that in Sacramento. It's pretty cool. But on the front, you've got a bell that's freely moving here, as you see there. You've got number boards, a number board in the center there, classification lights, headlight, windshields, coupler, pilot, some metallic detail up front. Off to the side here, you've got a cab roof vent that does open and close. You've got cab window sunshades. Looking into the cab, there are cab figures. Going to be very hard to catch on video with the way the reflection is. Cab figures and cab interior is detailed. 4113, AC-83, all the specs are on the side, or AC-5. Says something about AC-83 too. Along the side there, boiler dome and sand dome on the body. Dynamo up top here. Separately applied grab irons. Walkway with safety tread. As we get back towards the smoke box here, you see all the intricate detail on the drive wheels, articulated with trailing trucks there, or if you want to call them pilot trucks, depending on how you're looking at it. Coming down to the smoke box and the smoke box door and exhaust, you have rivet detail all around this area. You've got builder's plates, the exhaust here with a bracket on top. This big large platform where the tender will connect. Drawbar just out of sight here. I'll show you the drawbar right there. So there's the drawbar. And more drive wheel detail, etc., along the sides here. So drivers, you've got the side rods and all that real nicely done. Plumbing running across the top, routed up to the top past the dynamo. Nice rivet detail on the cab roof. This is a beautiful locomotive. If they ever release the California Railroad Museum one, I'll be sure to grab one of those. Alright, quick look at the tender. You've got the harness, wiring harness that connects here. You got the drawbar bar below where you connect that to two different settings. You've got handrails separately applied up here, Southern Pacific along the side, rivet detail along the side, water hatches, and a wooden deck up top here. I'll just turn that so you can see it. And nice little truck detail, ladder detail along the back. Got a curved tank on the back for this tender. So you have curved ladders that are with the curvature of the tank, nicely done. And you got coupler cut levers, metal couplers, accessory hoses, and ladders along the side there. So real nice tender as well. Alright, everything's all hooked up and we're going to listen to some sounds now. As you can see, that is the outermost coupling on the rear, and the deck plate connects seamlessly to the tender. So we'll check F0 first. Let the dynamo fire up. One, well. Two, whistle. Probably hear the Paragon 3 accessorizing that. As you can see, it has functional smoke. 3's coupler slack. It actually moves there. Several other sounds. So lots to choose from here. F13 does grade crossing horn. So that wasn't me, that was F13 doing that. F9 is start up and slow down, or shut down. F10 is coal auger. And I just moved it a little bit there. Just did F10 coal auger. Lots of other cool sounds, including background sound as well. So lots of background sounds in the higher functions like 18 to 21. Speaking of 22, it toggles to the second horn, so we'll listen to that real quick. It's like an air horn. Go back to the original. But basically, that's some of the sounds. You can also play and record macros, which I've showed in other videos we won't show here. But macros, you record a sequence, and then next thing you know, you can play it, and it'll automatically do so. Now we're going to zoom out a little bit. We're going to back up a little bit. We're going to check out slow speed control in reverse. It's one speed step right there on my MRC Prodigy Elite controller. 2 speed steps. See the puffing smoke. 3, 4, and 5. Smoke sometimes gets stuck. You have to blow down the stack. That's what I just did. Bubbles up. There's one forward. There's the puffing smoke. Comes out of both exhausts. 2. Very smooth operation even at 1. 3. 4. And 5. You can probably hear that playable whistle. The longer you hold it, you get different sequences. Very cool as well. So let's go ahead and test a couple other features and we'll wrap the review up. We're going to go ahead and test pull testability here and get this to stay. Pull tester is set to ounces. Should be able to see that. It is upside down for you, but 7.4 jumping up to 9, 7.0 all over the place. I usually go with the safest bet when it does that, which is the lowest it registered, which was 6.8. Still very, very impressive overall. Now, about 1 ounce is considered, I believe, a dozen or 15 pieces of rolling stock. So when you have 7, you're looking at, 105 pieces of rolling stock that this thing could pull, which is pretty impressive. I had to do the math there for a second in my head. Check the coupler height real quick. Dead on the rear. And check the front. Dead on as well. Alright, last but not least, we're going to weigh this beast. It is heavy. 1 pound, 12.7 ounces, or 28.7 ounces total, 815 grams, 0.815 kilograms. Almost 2 pounds just for the locomotive. That doesn't even include the tender. 1.79 pounds. Tender is 0.38 pounds, or 6 ounces. 6.0 ounces, 170 grams. 0.38 pounds, like I said. Put them together. Can't put them together all in one line, but over 2 pounds for a total locomotive and tender. 34.9 ounces, 990 grams, 0.985 kilograms. That does it. That's a hefty, hefty locomotive. Well, that's going to wrap this review up. I hope you enjoyed it. For less than $500 MSRP, you're looking at probably 3-something street price. You can get a pretty good deal. This is a very impressive locomotive, and it really did catch my attention. I really liked it. I wondered why there's so many requests for a review. Now I know. So we're going to go ahead and leave you with a quick run by on my grade crossing here. I'll see you next time right here on my channel.